We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry for the rookie from Georgia, it's James Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fielded at the 20. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. And there you go, Charles. A guy you liked an awful lot coming out of college, I know, making the stop behind the line.
Yeah, I thought he had the best instincts of any linebacker I'd seen in about the last decade. Crashed together with some tremendous athletic ability. Not bad for the first month of his NFL career.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nope.
Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert now. That's complete to Cobb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Running for it, here's Cook, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Herbert off of play action. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
In search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Herbert. And it's a Packers touchdown. James Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Cook up the gut. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! James Cook, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of the defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 8. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. They'll run with Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They run it again with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. 22 yards there, a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Mahomes. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Over the middle here to Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Again, it's Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Yellow. 15.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from...
And it's a Packers touchdown. Mike Williams. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Cook again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.